Hello, everyone. Welcome. Good evening. Looks like we're getting a few people in here. Hello, everyone. So let's see. Put that at the bottom. Introduce yourself. Tell us where you're from. So my name is Anthony, just so all of you know. You could probably see it. Where is it? There. My name is there. Hi, I'm Anthony. And I'm a teacher with my S, obviously, but I work at the Milano Montenero School, Milano number 3. I've been teaching for like 3 years or so. Yeah. Roberta, nice. Hello, everybody. It's Roberta from Milan. Nice. Nice to see you today. Welcome. Hopefully, if a few more people come in here, they'll introduce themselves as well. Pretty cool. So what have you been doing to keep yourself busy? That's my first question for you. To keep, put it in the chat as well. What have you been doing to keep yourself busy? Boom. A lot of times if we're staying home a lot, we have to find activities, things to do, right? Stay active. Keep moving. Let me turn on this light. It's too dark in here. Nice. Activities to keep yourself busy. I've been daydreaming a lot personally. Yeah, I've just been daydreaming about future projects, different like story ideas, trying to do something creative, you know? Using this time in a wise way. Roberta says I'm working in a smart working format, so I spend my time working. Nice. Yeah. So I'm doing some smart working as well, as you see, working from home, as we call it. But besides working, I have more extra time outside of that, so still have to find other things to stay busy. Well, we have an interesting focus for today. Paradise on Earth. Wouldn't that be nice? For me, actually, sometimes paradise is just staying at home and relaxing. That to me is an awesome paradise situation. Personally, I kind of like staying at home. It's fun for me. So we're going to get right into this in this focus activity, talking about paradise destinations, looking at destination reviews, using colloquialisms to describe places. Awesome. Colloquialisms are a lot of fun. They can be difficult to understand because sometimes they're abstract or they are idioms, and they don't mean the literal thing they seem like they mean. But we'll look at that. Look at this location. Any guesses? Any guesses on where this is? I have no idea where this is. It seems like it could be somewhere in the Pacific, for sure. Somewhere like Hawaii, or somewhere like Fiji, Bora Bora, something like that. That's what it looks like to me, honestly. But I would definitely love to swim there. I love swimming in clear water like that, in the ocean. Wow, amazing. Because I'm definitely a big time scuba diver. It's one activity I love. This would be my dream, actually, to scuba dive in this location that you see in this picture. Would be amazing. Go swim with the fish. Awesome. Is that something anyone here is into? Does anybody here like scuba diving? Oh, Roberta, I have no idea. I think not in Europe. No, I don't think Europe. I think somewhere in the Pacific. Yeah. Cool. Thank you very much for using the chat, by the way. For anyone else who's joining now, I see a few people coming on. You guys can introduce yourselves to me down in the chat below. And it helps actually a lot. It helps you a lot, and it helps me a lot when we have some sort of interaction. When you write in the chat something cool. One other thing I love in this slide is a castle. I love castles and ruins of very, very old places. To me, it's something really special. Sergio, I'm Sergio from Bologna. Awesome. Welcome, Sergio. Nice to see you. Nice to meet you. So, a few questions about paradise. These are questions for you guys. If you want to write in the chat, of course, you will hear my answers, but I would love to hear from you as well. What springs to mind when you hear the phrase paradise on earth? Okay, first off, we have an expression. Springs to mind. This is an expression. A spring is a metal coil, curved metal like this, that bounces like this. It's called a spring. So when something springs to mind, that means it comes to your mind, you think of it immediately. So it springs to mind. So what springs into your mind when you hear the phrase paradise on earth? Let's see. I'll give you some of my answers, and I'll wait to see if you have some answers as well in the chat. So paradise means, to me, relaxing or doing something, an interesting activity. Definitely not a sport for me personally, because I don't like football or basketball or anything like that. But I love scuba diving, seeing wildlife. I don't know. Paradise, it involves a beer or whiskey. I don't really like cocktails. Some people like to drink like a mojito or something. No, for me, I simply drink beer and stuff like that. Does anything interesting spring to your mind when you think of paradise on earth? Sometimes I feel in paradise when I'm playing video games. Oh, yes. Amazing. Some people think of a beautiful beach, a sea location. Other people love the mountains. It just depends on your personality, of course. Oh, do you think you've ever seen a paradise on earth? And describe it. Let's see. New York cheesecake. New York cheesecake is definitely a little piece of paradise on earth, a slice of paradise on this earth for sure. I would say New York cheesecake. Oh, you know what? What else? Coffee. Coffee is definitely paradise in the morning, at least. Roberta says, for me, it's a place very relaxing. Nice. Without stress and problems. It's a place where the people are in solidarity. Ooh. Solidarity, yeah. So being isolated, so being away from the crowds of people. So the opposite of Milan, basically. Yeah. The opposite of New York, Big cities are interesting, but very crowded, and it's difficult to relax. For that sentence, the first one, we would say it's a very relaxing place. We would change very relaxing and place. Just reverse those. That's all. It's a very relaxing place, but cool. have you heard of any holiday destinations which are renowned for being idyllic? So, renowned. First of all, let's talk about that. Maybe you know what it means, maybe not. I'll give you some definitions. Oh, Sergio, I think about a tropical place. Okay, very common. The weather is warm and I'm chilling. chilling out, yeah, perfect. And listening to good music. Yeah. Oh, Tiziana from Venice. Oh, I remember you, Tiziana. You were in the last stream as well. Nice to see you again. Welcome back. From Venice. Oh, nice. Paradise is a good place to chill. So to chill is to just take it easy, relax, calm your mind, chill. I'm just gonna chill. Yeah. It is a common word, especially now, in these last few days. Yeah, no problem. In modern times, it's a very modern adjective. The word chill. It wasn't used so much in the past because, of course, languages change, languages evolve. So there were different expressions in the past. But chill is actually more of a modern expression for relaxing. And that's why I like it. It's really good. So we have the word renowned. No. How do you spell that? Yeah, here we go, renowned. It basically means famous or known for something. That's basically the meaning of it. You can say something is world renowned. Let's see. Italy is world renowned for its historical landmarks, like the Colosseum, the Forum, the Roman Forum, Fort Pompeii. For things like that, it's very famous in the world. It's renowned. So everybody knows about it. And idyllic, it basically just means perfect. Nice. So the most famous destinations, the most beautiful or the most amazing paradise-like location that you can think of in the world. Yeah, I would say something tropical, kind of like what Sergio was saying. Tropical place, without stress, of course, chill. Something like Fiji or Hawaii, usually when you think of paradise, a beach is usually involved. Those kinds of places. A nice breeze is good too. Because for me, if I imagine paradise, I don't imagine a place that's very hot. Kind of like Thailand. Thailand, a lot of people think looks amazing. They think it's basically like a paradise place. And when you look at it, yeah. But the temperature and the weather is so hot. Oh man, it's so hot in Thailand. So for that reason, I don't think it's kind of a paradise place. I haven't been. I would love to go to see some of the history, to see some of the monuments, the cities, and the beaches and stuff, of course, in Thailand. But it's just too hot for me. For me, I picture a place, with a beach, but with mild weather. Definitely the mild weather is important. Not someplace that's too cold, but not too hot either. I can't relax when it's too hot. How do you guys feel? Do you like hot weather or cold weather or mild weather? Mild, of course, would be in the middle. Oh, nice. Tiziana could be idyllic to visit a little island where it's always late spring. Okay, so in late spring, I would definitely describe that weather as warm, kind of warm. Not so mild, but warm. But that sounds like a great place. Yeah, a little private island. Yeah, awesome. What makes a place a paradise? For you, what makes a place a paradise? Which of these are the most important in making a destination idyllic? Interesting idea. Let's see. See what you guys think of this. We have number one, the atmosphere. That's very important. You need to have a chill atmosphere, of course, no stress, the ability to not worry about anything. That's important. Experiencing a new culture. That to me is actually important. Because if I'm traveling somewhere, I want to travel to a place I've never been to. And I want to experience some sort of a culture that is different from my own. Something that's totally different, a different way of living. I appreciate trying different types of food as well. To me, that's super important. Like when you can get really local food, you really see a big part of the culture just in that one way. The landscape is something good too. How do you want the scenery? The scenery we say as well. Things to do, okay, activities. Yeah, activities are good. Things to do, but activities can keep you busy and can add to stress. Like if you have to go to a museum or a monument, a tourist attraction, but you have a specific time to be there, then you have a schedule and I like to just go somewhere without a schedule, no reservations, and just be very calm and be very relaxed in the way that I visit a place. To me, it's very important, the atmosphere, okay? Yeah, but a place that feels comfortable. Good. Of course, guys, I have my American coffee. But for me, the atmosphere and the landscape. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Yeah, I can agree with those things. To me, those are important. To me, it's atmosphere and experiencing a new culture. To me, those are the two most important things. Things to do, museums, monuments, tourist attractions. Tourist attractions. No, too crowded, too busy. The opposite of relaxing for me is that no, not too crazy about that. So there is another expression. You can have that. Not crazy about. It's similar to something you probably would say in Italian as well. Not crazy about tourist attractions. So if I say I'm not crazy about it, that means I don't like it that much. They're okay. It doesn't mean I hate it. It just means they're okay. Awesome. Here's some cool expressions that we can use when we're describing a place that we're going to. So what do the underlined words and phrases mean? You can take any of these if you want and try to guess without me explaining what it means. Try to use some of the context to understand it. Some of them are not too difficult, but some of them are a little abstract. Okay, we stayed in the heart of the city. If you would like, you can write in the comment section, please. What does it mean? We stayed in the heart of the city. Not too difficult. It's kind of literal, but we're using, of course, a metaphor because we're using the heart as the organ of your body, right? Cool. Number 2, in the heart, the center. Yes, in the heart of the center. Yeah, very simply like that. So in the middle. Yeah, cool. Basically, the place where everyone is, in the center, the most important part of the city. Yeah. So we would say too, like where you have the life of the city. Where is the life of the city? In what area is it really alive? Do we see the most people, the most things? Oh, number 2 is to tell a confusion and crowded. Okay, yeah, true. It was packed and vibrant, a bustling town. So a lot of people, a lot of activity, a lot of things going on in a bustling place. Vibrant means very alive as well. And we use vibrant when we talk about pictures and movies, as in the color. When colors are very strong, you have a very vibrant painting or picture. And packed means, yeah, like you said, crowded. Packed is crowded. The castle was vast and run down. Okay, vast. Maybe you're familiar with vast. It means very, very big. Vast. Perfect. Tiziana, big. And run down. Run down. This looks like an awesome location, by the way, as well. The one in this picture. Looks really cool. Then we have a few other terms here. Sergio, wide. Right, okay. Vast is big and wide. And run down. Run down is a good adjective that we can use in many different situations. So run down, I'll give you some synonyms for run down. Run down, one, it could be in disrepair. Not cared for. Not. So, few synonyms that we would use if it allows me to send, there we go. Okay, so Teacher says derelict. Oh yeah, actually that is a good synonym for rundown. Perfect. Yeah, nice. So rundown, it's in disrepair. It's not cared for, and it's not maintained. So yeah, derelict, abandoned. Tiziana says ruined. Yeah, okay, kind of like ruined. Yeah. Yeah, we have a lot of synonyms for this word, rundown. We can use it when we apply this to houses a lot. If people are trying to buy a new house, they might look at a house and say, oh, the house is a little rundown. Means it's not maintained. It's not exactly completely ruined. Like, you can still fix the house. It's not 100% derelict or like ruins, and you can still repair it a little bit. So rundown is just kind of disrepair. Not perfect, you know. So it has seen better days. There have been better days for the house, basically. Oh, 4, I'd never come across a place quite like it. So we have come across, to come across something. So I'll give you a minute if you want to talk about the meaning of that, what you think it might be. Roberta says, oh, Tiziana never met. Okay, Roberta never stayed there before that time. That's true. Yeah. Met or never seen. Who would say seen? So come across is to see something, like without planning to see it. If I say I came across a new bar the other day, it means I just found it kind of randomly coming across. Kind of like bumping into Sergio, yeah. Kind of like that. I bumped into this place. I found it. Basically, I found it without really looking for it. You weren't really searching for it, but you just found it. By chance. Nice. Yeah, I remember feeling like that when I went to in Sri Lanka, when I saw the temples. There was a cave, a big cave, and inside the cave was a temple. Definitely like nothing I had ever seen like that. Never seen a place quite like that before. Number 5, he was off the beaten track, or off the beaten path. We say both of those, path or track. Tranquil and unspoilt. Unspoiled. Off the beaten path, I would say personally, or track. Those are definitely the places I prefer to visit. Places that are off the beaten path. Or track. Stand out of the street. Yeah, basically. Basically, it means away from where everyone else is. Not touristy. Detail unknown. Perfect. A good synonym for that. Search of hidden places. Exactly. That's perfect. Out of the street, unknown, hidden places, away from where everyone else is. Not touristy at all. Yeah. So the beaten path. So beaten it means hit. So everybody walks on the same track. Everybody walks on the same path. But if you want to do that, you take a different path outside, not where the other people walk, but in a unique place, something that's not known, a little bit hidden. Unspoilt. Oof. Unspoiled. Sometimes, if too many tourists decide to go to a certain area at a certain time, the place becomes spoiled. It becomes kind of dirty. Places can get run down because of too many tourists, too much tourism. But you want a good place that's unspoiled. This is basically the opposite. Unspoiled is basically the opposite of run down. There's an area that's not visited very often that still looks really, really nice. We have a couple other ones though. I strolled past the palm trees, lined up side by side on the beach. We got strolled and side by side. 7 says there was too much to take in as we drove across the breathtaking landscape. Whoa. Serious adjectives here. Serious adjectives. The mountains form a backdrop to the town. Backdrop. Interesting term. So if you guys know any more synonyms, you can give them to me as well. I'll think of a few. Strolled. Strolled, walking slowly. Strolling is walking slowly without a purpose, just slowly in a relaxing way, just to walk. It's also used as a noun. I'm going out for a stroll. Slow, relaxing walk. So verb and noun. Stroll and to stroll. Side by side is, okay, next to each other. side by side. There was too much to take in. Oof. As we drove across the breathtaking landscape. There are a few synonyms we can think of for too much to take in. You could say overwhelming. So to take in is a phrasal verb. Take in is to understand and to accept with your mind. That's what it means to take in. So it's like too much to understand, to comprehend, to accept with your mind. Overwhelming is a synonym we could use for that. Sometimes it's nice, though, just to pause, take a break and not walk so much, but just stay there, relax, look at the landscape, and try to just take it in. So we can just stay there and pause. And just So what are you doing? Why are you standing at the top of the mountain? Why are you doing nothing? Guys, I'm just taking it all in. Tiziana says, breathtaking is more than beautiful. Yes, exactly. It takes your breath, literally, because your breath is out when you breathe, right? So it takes it away. Breathtaking, more than beautiful. Perfect. The mountains form a backdrop to the tone. Another word for backdrop would be background. Backdrop we use for something in a town that comes behind the city. But background we would say for on your computer, the picture that you put behind everything else. Like in this stream we see behind the, whatever this is called, the slide, behind my video, we have the blue screen, blue background. Nice. So interesting traveling and location vocabulary that we've used here. Some really native sounding stuff. All of this is definitely used. Like this is really common, really typical speech that we use in everyday language. This is really good stuff. Oh man, some reviews. Now this looks like a crazy place to go. Shopping for leather bags and weird stuff, little souvenir shops. Reviews. It's easy to lose yourself in the narrow, winding streets of Marrakesh. And we mean both literally and metaphorically. Smell the spices in the air. Brush up on your haggling at one of the bustling markets. Then sip mint tea at the Margarelli Garden. End your long day lounging in the rooftop garden of your riad, watching the sunset over this timeless city. Whoa. Interesting review of Marrakesh. Of course, you can let me know if there are any questions you have with this. So narrow is this. It's the opposite of wide. Okay. Narrow is the opposite of wide. Winding streets. Winding means the streets turn a lot. A lot of turns on those things. So it's easy to lose yourself. To lose yourself, okay, is, getting lost. Literally, you don't know the direction you're going. But to lose yourself is like your mind goes away. So let's put this in here. Okay, haggling. Another interesting word. What does that mean? Maybe if you've done it, there's a focus as well that talks about negotiating. And the word haggling means negotiating the price of something. So imagine like you're walking through this market You walk through and there's a guy selling something amazing that you really want, but he says the price is 500 euro. And you say, no. I don't want to pay 500 euro. I'm going to pay 450. He says, no. 490. You say, 460. And you go back and forth and you have this discussion on the price. This is haggling, trying to make the seller lower the price. So it's something that's very common in cities like this, of course. I have never done it. Maybe if you've done it, that's kind of cool. But I haven't, for sure. Mint tea sounds really good. In this place, Marjorelle. I don't know how to say that. Rooftop garden. Nice. Here we had, okay, your little hotel type of thing. Sunset over this timeless city. So timeless is a city that always stays amazing. It seems to be without time. Cool. Pretty good reviews on cities. We have a few more. So I'm going to open up a resource that we're going to use to pick out some vocabulary from. Santorini. Okay, we're going to use some of the vocabulary in here. Santorini. And let me know if in the comments, have you been to any of these places? Have you been to Santorini? And let me know what your experience was, if you have. What a paradise. It was the first time I had come across anywhere like the island of Santorini. Tiziana says, I've done it in Indonesia. Oh, maybe is that haggling? Maybe, or doing some of the things described in that last reading. Okay. Wow, Indonesia. Sounds like amazing. I would love to see Indonesia and travel more in Asia. It sounds very cool. As we watched the sunset over the Mediterranean, we were completely at peace in the tranquil setting. Santorini curves around a giant lagoon in the Cyclades Islands. I don't know, but I've been in Greece. Okay. Nice. Sounds like a good experience too. The Cyclades Islands, offering breathtaking views from sky-high towns. If I lived in Santorini, I think I would find complete contentment. Try to avoid the high summer if you go, because the village is packed with day trippers. But during the off-peak months, the island is a truly idyllic setting. He said, I've never been to Santorini. Me neither. No. But I hear it's really, really nice. That Greece in general is an amazing place. Yeah, I haven't been there, but I love the food. I love Greek food, so for me it's important. It's an important place to go. Scottish Highlands. Has anyone ever been to Scotland? I've been to Ireland, but never Scotland. Scotland is on my list, though, of places to go soon, because I'm a fan of Scotch whiskey, of course. So I want to go around there and take a tour of the distilleries where they make Scottish whiskey. We had a marvelous time in Inverness and the Isle of Skye. It was the perfect week. We saw the hidden gems of the Highlands, all undiscovered and off the beaten track. We indulged in fine malt whiskey and haggis. I have to say I did enjoy this local specialty, but the scenery left nothing to be desired. The Highlands really is the Scotland of your imagination, a beautiful and inspiring region of ancient landscapes with a fascinating history. We explored the mountains and glens. We visited the stunning islands. We looked around the run-down castles and the ruins, and we strolled along the vast stretches of sumptuous coastline. Wow. Tiziana, I've been to Scotland 25 years ago. Always rainy. Yeah, that's what I've heard. The weather's not so good. Sergio, no, I've never been. I'd like to visit Scotland. Same, same for me. Definitely one of my dreams. Yeah, on my list. Because that castle atmosphere is amazing to me. Tiziana says drizzling. Ah, perfect. Nice verb. Yeah. A light rain, drizzling all the time. Yeah, I spent 1 week. No, yeah. Yeah, over a week I spent in Ireland. And it didn't rain for 1 week. It was amazing. A very rare thing. So if you guys have any questions about some of the words here, just let me know. Sumptuous, as you can probably understand, is something that's that's amazing and that's beautiful to look at. Okay. Okay, we have vast again, big stretches of coastline. The area by the sea. Cool. Scottish Highlands. Morzine, France. I believe that's how you say it. Morzine. I'm going to say that. Some other French words that I don't know how to say. In the heart of Porte du Soleil, I hope that's how you say it, lies an unspoiled alpine paradise, Morzine. It is the perfect place to return to nature. With pristine white snow as a backdrop for green pines and chalets side by side, you'll never want to leave. In the bustling market towns, you can practice haggling for local cheese and other produce. Interesting. This part of the world is blessed with panoramic mountainous views which are almost too much to take in. Even as the world endlessly modernizes, this area of the world will remain timelessly beautiful. The only drawback is that the area is so isolated, it is difficult to find all the things you need. Oh my. That's always one fear of traveling. It's like, what happens if I run out of something important that I didn't bring enough of? Will I be able to find it at the stores? It's difficult if you go to isolated places. But this sounds really cool, actually. So what can we understand from this sentence? Even as the world endlessly modernizes. So basically saying that other cities in the world are becoming so much more modern. They're making new technology. They're improving things. Like, think of the city of Dubai. In Dubai, it's so modern. A lot of technology, a lot of buildings like that. But this place keeps like an honest feeling, an old-fashioned type of a feeling, and it's timeless and beautiful. It remains how it is, which I think is a cool thing. It gives it a charm. I definitely think this sounds like a charming city. That's what I would call it. I'll call it a charming place. A charming place with character. So having character, having a uniqueness to it, being sort of old-fashioned, simple, but beautiful, simple but nice, is kind of what we mean by charming. And a place that has character. Patagonia. Wow. For some, it might be a bit too cold. But Patagonia is a fascinating destination, a little-known region of Chile and Argentina. It is an area of breathtaking beauty. You'll be speechless in front of stunning forests, mysterious islands, and vast ice fields. Coming across this paradise on Earth is like stumbling upon the edge of the world. With very few roads cutting through Patagonia, we needed to take ferries in order to catch a glimpse of the wonderful scenery. Patagonia has long days, clear blue skies, a polar climate, and an abundance of wildlife, such as penguins and whales. Patagonia is Chile, but not as you know it. Very descriptive writing. Really good. Breathtaking. Speechless. Without words. No speech. Mysterious islands. Cool. So stumbling. Stumbling means coming across. Stumbling is kind of the same as coming across. I stumbled upon. It always goes with upon. To stumble upon something is to find something by mistake, basically. Stumble upon is to find something by mistake. Cool. Very few roads. Nice. And a glimpse. A glimpse is a little view to get a little picture, a little sight with your eyes. So that would be a glimpse. Yeah, penguins, whales. Yeah, sounds really cool. Really, really cool. So far of these places, Patagonia, Morzine, Scotland, Santorini. I don't know. Which one would I want to go to more? I would say Patagonia and Scotland. Those to me are my two favorite ones so far. Yeah, of these locations that we read about. What about you guys? If you're in the comments section, let me know which of these places would you prefer to go to of these 4 locations. So there's Santorini, based on these descriptions. Santorini, Scottish Highlands, Morzine, France, Patagonia. It's definitely between Scotland and Patagonia. But for me to go to Patagonia, it's a bit more expensive, for sure. Going to Scotland, you can do that pretty easily. Just take a Ryanair up there for a few days. Not much of a problem. And it's not so exotic. It's still a first world country. You're in the UK here, just above England. So you're in Britain still. So it's not that wild, not that exotic. So you pretty much are in good hands. You can be pretty comfortable staying in Scotland. Pretty easy vacation. And they speak English. So you guys here in the comments, Sergio says Scotland for sure. Okay, Scotland's number 1 for you. Cool. Realistically, that's number 1 for me. And when we talk about money and time to travel Scotland, but Patagonia seems really cool. An awesome adventure of just staying like in really wild nature. That's really cool. Wildlife. Yeah. Really, really awesome. Well, guys, I hope you learned some interesting adjectives today. Learned a bit from listening to me reading. Learned a bit about pronunciation. A bit about these vocabulary words. Interesting adjectives you guys can use to describe places for your next holiday, things like that. So thank you guys so much. And I'll see you next time. Have a good evening if you're done for now. Otherwise, there is another 10:13. Kitiana says, thank you so much. Awesome. Bye-bye, Sergio. Thanks for hanging out with me and staying in the comments section. It's really cool. If you are staying on, though, in 10 minutes, I will be doing another stream on the 10:13. So if you're hanging out, then I'll see you later. If not, bye-bye. Have a good night.